See How They Run is the latest Who Did It film. In this movie, it's basically self-explanatory. Someone dies, someone commits a murder, and it is the detective's job to figure out who did it by interviewing everyone else and putting the pieces together. Now, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys all think about See How They Run? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below, smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's get into this review of See How They Ran. How They Run. Sorry, my bad. I can't speak English. Maybe I was the murderer. Who knows? That's the question. But again, you're not allowed to tell.
So what did he do that made you suspicious? It wasn't so much what he did, it was more the way he did it. How did he do it? Sort of suspiciously. Right.
Okay, so See How They Run. Look, I am a sucker for these type of films, for a whodunit. I love it. Like Knives Out. Absolutely love that film. I think it was absolutely fantastic. Now, the idea of a whodunit film is awesome, right? It's great. But it can get stale very quickly because if you see enough, you start to figure out, like, hey, I know who's going to do it. Like, we have Death on the Nile. We have Murder on the Orient Express. I absolutely love those films. But if you continuously watch those, like, it starts to become predictable. In other words, you start to be like, okay, I know where this is going. But this movie, however, does it in a different way. This isn't your traditional one, and I like that about this. This adds a more comedic feel and a more parody to that genre. It almost makes fun of itself and that genre while also being a fun and entertaining film. I really enjoyed this film and had a freaking awesome time with this film. I loved this film. This film is so much fun. From the performances, to the story, to just downright the comedy. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And it is all because of the dynamic between constable, stalker, and inspector. I love their dynamic. They were so freaking good. Sam Rockwell, man, this guy, I need to see more of him doing movies. He is just a delightful person. He is just a delight on the screen. His portrayal as the inspector was freaking awesome. He's not your traditional, like the Daniel Craig one from Knives Out or the Kenneth Branagh one. He's not like that. This is a comedic, funny ass one, and I love it. There is so many great moments with his character throughout this whole entire movie that just made me laugh my ass off. I thought it's absolutely fantastic. And then you throw in Constable Stalker. Her comedy is absolutely fantastic, and the way she did it with such a straight face just added that extra dimension to the comedy. The timing was on point, and just the way she delivered those lines was just absolutely world class. I got an absolute kick out of it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. As for the story, this story takes a different turn with different things. The twist on who actually did it, I never saw coming. I can be completely honest, I never saw this one coming. And I mean, now that I've watched it, I feel like going and rewatching again and see if I can pick up any details to what could have easily told me that it was that person. But I don't know. But I never saw it coming. It came out of nowhere, and I love that. It caught me by surprise because they make you think it's these people, and then it's just like, wait, but is it? And then you think you nailed it, but then it's not. And it's awesome. That's what you need in a whodunit. You need to keep us guessing, keep us putting things together. And I love the way that they talk about it comes around full circle. Like, to not spoil this movie, there's a scene in this movie, and you don't take much notice of it. But then at the end of the film, once you finish the whole film, it comes around full circle, and you're like, damn, that's freaking awesome. That's cool. That was absolutely clever, really clever, and I laughed my ass off. I was like, bravo, you absolutely nailed it. I think the characters were great as well. I loved the characters, all of them. The whole cast were absolutely phenomenal. Every time they were on screen, I loved it. I loved how they were making fun of the actual whodunit story, and like they were it's so nuanced that they were actually making fun of themselves in the process as well, not taking themselves so seriously that it's like, look, this is an Academy Award winning movie. No, it's not. This is a parody that we are going to parody ourselves, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's gorgeous. The film is absolutely gorgeous as well. I love the way it looked. The costume designs are absolutely incredible. I really felt like I was in the 50s. I felt like I never left. Like, I literally felt like I was there. Watching them in those gears and everything was perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's awesome. This movie is so much fun. Like, I don't think this is going to be for everyone, this movie. If you're going into this movie expecting a, like, Knives Out or a Death on the Nile, Murder on the Orient Express sort of level, serious whodunit, this is definitely not the movie for you. If you want a comedy parody of that, this is the movie for you. If you want something fresh, something unique, a different take on the whodunit story and the genre, this is the movie for you. You have the funny comedy elements. You still have, to its core, a whodunit story, but it's not quite what you're going to expect. And I love that about it. I love it. Because they could have easily gone down the generic route and give us this normal story of whodunit, but then it would be predictable, and I'd be like, boring. Like, come on, man. I've seen this before. Spice it up. Give me something fresh. Give me a different take on this genre. And they did. And I can't complain. Like, I literally can't complain. I going into this movie, I got exactly what I wanted out of this film. I got laughs because of the comedy. I thought it landed. It worked perfectly for me. I laughed my ass off. I got a decent story. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I got really, really cool characters, and it was not predictable for me. I did not predict anything that was going to happen in this, and I am so glad because it's brilliant. And they also make a comment about, like, in the play, that because there's a play happening, and it's like a murder play. It's got whodunit as well, play going on, and they even say at the end of the play, like, you've just witnessed the murder. You can't tell anyone outside. So it's basically saying, don't spoil the play. Don't tell anyone who died. And it comes around full circle at the end with that same line at the end. And I thought that was genius. That was absolutely genius. So unfortunately, I can't tell you why and who did it. I can't do that. I'm under confident. I signed that contract. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I know you guys want to know, but I can't tell you. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to interrogate someone else. Or, better yet, go check this film out for yourselves, because it's freaking awesome. So let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of this movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.